someone has issued a challenge. And I will say, challenge accepted. What's going on, everyone? It is Rich Haywood here from Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich. Oh, is this going to be a fun for five? Oh, no. No, it's not. But it is indeed Evercade Friday. What's going on? It is Evercade Friday. We are here. We have completed the time warp with people right here live. That's right. I did say live. We are going to the future. Thank you so much, guys. This is so much fun. Ian Hobby says, loving the time warp, Dr. Brown. Yes, but that's in the past. Yes, it did. That happened. That happened on Thursday. I don't know what's happening. It was on Thursday, and now it's Friday, and now we're playing Evercade. As soon as I can like unhook things and do that all live on a show, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Besides, this is probably the most fun I've had on live stream in a really long time. So thank you, guys. So as I get this all set up, let me tell you a story. I was on a podcast on Thursday. That is true. It was the Retro Game Revival podcast, which coincides with the Evercade fans group on Facebook. They have a show once a month where they talk about Evercade, of course, and then sometimes they invite people in and they say, hey, let's get some other guys in there. So they invited me and Al from Jelly Bean Gaming. He's the guy that makes these fine pieces of hardware. If I can get them up off the table. He makes these fine pieces of hardware like this. These are Evercade stands that you can put your Evercade on, which are really, really cool. He and his wife, I guess they cut these out of acrylic and then make the cool little Evercade logo on it. That's pretty neat. And then you can put your Evercade right on here, which is pretty neat. Yeah, very cool, very cool. So me and Al hung out on Retro Game Revival's podcast and talked about all things Evercade. But during that show, there was something teased that came out on the Evercade fans group, and that was a challenge. The challenge was there is now going to be a new league. It's a new year. We're in 2022, and it's time to have some really cool fun playing some Evercade for points. How many points do you say? Well, there's a league. It is a Evercade high score league that goes all year long. How crazy is that? And there's one game a month that you can play as many times as you want, but there is a time limit. There's a time limit. So what do? Well, we go right here and we pop on our Evercade VS and we go in to the Evercade VS and play some awesome games. What game is it today? Well, it is Pinball off of Intellivision Collection 1. That is the challenge. The challenge is play this game for 22 minutes and try to get the highest score possible. So off I go. Trying to get that score. Now, here's the deal. The last time I played pinball on the Intellivision was probably, dare I say, 30-something, 35 years ago? Yeah, I didn't get the chance to play that. I played it on an emulator, but, you know, it's not necessarily the same. And, of course, we're playing on the Evercade, so it's kind of like playing it on an emulator. But we're going to be using, of course, the Evercade VS controller. I'm not going to be playing it on the handheld because I don't want to, like, mess around in a good run and then knock that mini HDMI out and kill my run. Oof, no. But we will be running on the Evercade VS. But first, there's some chats. They want to know. They want to know something like, how much are they? I want one. Well, they, I believe, were around in the U.S. Now, don't quote me on it, because Al might be like, hey, what are you trying to do? You know, like make me sell it for less. But I want to say I paid about $20 US plus some shipping. $5-6 shipping or whatever it was to get it over to me. But times the way they are, who knows? They just got a new batch of parts, so it might be a little more, it might be a little less. So look up Al Sternheimer, I think is his username on Twitter. He's definitely in the Evercades fans group on Facebook. So if you're not a member of the Evercades fans group, get to be one. He's got posts all over the place about how he does the stands and whether or not they, how much money they are, and you can send him a PM and get yourself one of those fine, good stands. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, on the Retro Game Revival podcast that I was just on, so it's on Retro Game Revival's channel, I believe in the description he put a link to the very Etsy shop where he sells these stands. So check that out for all of the details, Tripper. All right, cool. Great question. What a rad way to do that. Yeah, right. I thought it was a cool idea. Eric is the guy in the fans group that does all that kind of stuff. But first, before that, I don't know if I can do this on the phone or not. But let me show you this. Let me show you this real quick. Can it read my phone? There we go. There it is. See that right there? That says activity since last bill, $15. Right? And then taxes and surcharges, $10.21, which breaks down to $7.70 in surcharges and fees, and $2.51 in government fees for a total of like, I don't know, what was it, $25.21 or something like that. What am I talking about? Well, as you guys might know, right before we go to the challenge itself, as you guys might know, I called a certain hotline. I called the Evercade hotline, and its initial thing was it was going to be like 3 pence per minute, right? Which translates to about like 10 cents a minute, for a call. I'm like, oh, well, I got that. That's not a problem. It's not going to get me in trouble. As my wife does the billing for our phones. It's like, oh, it's not going to make even a blip on the bill. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I call the number, right? We make the video. We have the fun. We do all the kind of cool, crazy stuff. We find out about the secret games. We find out about all that cool stuff. But then what happened? What happened? The bill came due. And boy, oh boy, did it come due. So in the United States, if you have AT&T and Blaze Entertainment decides to do one of those cool pay to listen to 5 minutes of really cool Evercade goodness, be warned, my friends, because that call is going to cost you more than a cart when it's all said and done. That's right. Yeah, that call is the only international call we made all month. It costs just about 30-something bucks to make that call. It was all $25. But that's the equivalent now of one Evercade cart. So it's renovation collection or call the Evercade hotline to listen for 5 minutes. Is the value there? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I want to do that again. Now, I do already know that I can possibly work my way around that by calling using like Google Voice or some other kind of like international call thing on the computer. So if they do that again, I think I'm going to go that route then rather than pull out my cell phone and just dial a number. Yes, Ian, but the fun was found on the call. Yes, it totally was. I mean, I'm going to say, all right, I'm a little shocked at how much AT&T was coming after me for this phone call, but I will still say it's worth it for the one time, just because it was part of the thing. Knowing now how much it's going to cost if they drop another phone call, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I might skip out. I might skip that one unless I can find like I said, the Google Voice number or whatever. But if I find a way to do it, like on the cheap with the Google Voice, I'm totally doing it. I'm doing it live again. I'm listening to the call and I'm putting it back out because it was fun. That was fun. Yes. So, are you ready, guys, to go with me on the journey for high score glory in pinball via the Intellivision Collection 1 on the Evercade VS? let's see what we got going on over here as I hit some buttons and go to the Evercade VS. Let's do it. All right, guys. So I'm back in the box, ready to play some pinball for 22 minutes. I don't know why 22 minutes. It's like a weird, just random thing. But, so I'm going to hit play here, and I get to, oh, I should have took a look at the controls, shouldn't I? Let me go back. Hold on. Let me just load the controls, actually. All right, right flipper, left flipper, both buttons, pause, nudge. Okay, got it. Good. All right. I think we're good there. All right, don't need a quick save. All right, so I think if I hit the button, it starts the game. So I'm just going to set my timer here. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 22 minutes.
22 minutes, starting now.
All right, let's do it. Oh, I got to bring up that stupid thing. All right, there we go. Enter. There we go. We're in. Oh, man, that was a lousy start to that. All right, let's do it. Oh man. I will say, though, it's not as easy as... Oh, did you guys just see that? There was no shot. It didn't even, like, do anything. It just, like, bounced into the thing. I wasn't even, like, able to... that was my bad. But I wasn't even able to, like, do anything. It's crazy. So, like I said, this is no... Oh, that was game over right there. It is no easy feat for sure to get a score in this one. Although I'm going to say this, right? Crow's going to find out that there's a contest, and then he's going to play this, and then just wreck us all. That is definitely happening. So actually, now we got a good volley going. Come on. There we go. Ah, that was my bad. At least if it's my bad, I'm okay with it. But video pinball from the Atari 2600, this is not. So far, if it's video pinball or this one, I'm playing video pinball, guys. 2600 all the way. Sorry, Intellivision fans, but I just love video pinball a lot. Ah, all right, 60-80. I think I beat whatever the atrocious high score was last time. But somebody's going to wind up figuring out a way to play this for 22 minutes straight, and then the score is going to be outrageous. Oh, that's a game over. 8,500. All right, so we're going to go right back in. We got the time, right? Let's spend it. Hey, get in there. All right, let's do this. Oh, maybe there's that, right? Maybe that's the secret. Ah! Oh, sweet. I got the save. Oh no! It's all good. It's all good though. Oh. See, the volleys are actually like being a little fairer now. Where in the very beginning, those first couple of runs, I couldn't get a volley to save my life. And yes, yeah, I know I'm playing on easy mode, not using the individual flippers because my brain is fried from the week. But I don't care. All right, starting to get a little bit of the hang of this now. There we go. Catching that coming through. Ah! Go through. That's all right, though. Nope. Gonna go through there. All right, it's fine. Have you guys ever played any of these games? You know, ever played video pinball or pinball here on the Intellivision? What do you think about this game appearing on another console? Right? It wasn't an original Intellivision game. Hey, what's up, Lance? How's it going? My high score so far is 8,500. He says, "Hey, everyone," and we're playing pinball for a high score, trying to get that high score glory on some pinball. This is a challenge brought to us by Eric from the Evercade fans group on Facebook. The fans unofficial or non-official, as we call it. Ooh, what's that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Whoa, what? What just happened in my life? Oh. All right, well, that was fun. Intellivision pinball is underrated, Lance says. I would, yeah, I mean, I could agree with you, I guess. I guess it doesn't get as much credit as it needs to. Oh, there we go. We're going up to that thing there. Yeah, it is quite cool, right? Oh, dropping. Oh no! All right, 11,450 is a new high score. It's getting into respectable territory, I think. You know, for a beginner, I guess. Like to make the numbers go up above 10,000. My initial goal. If I can get to 100,000, that'd be pretty sweet. I don't know if I can do that in 22 minutes though. Ah, missed it. 14,000. Alrighty. So the cool thing about that challenge, though, as far as the Evercade fans group is, that literally anyone can jump in on this thing. So if you've got a copy of Intellivision Pinball on Intellivision Collection 1, which everyone has, Intellivision Collection 1 has it, obviously. You can jump right in on this and play, which is cool. So, and then how the scoring works is they take the top scores of the entire month and put it in. But even if you missed a month, no worries. You can just jump right in on February's score, and as long as you put in your score by the end of the year, you're in for the points. If you can get the score, as long as you can certify your score, right? So if you can be on YouTube and do a video of it, or just take a verified screen capture or that kind of thing. The rules are all in the Facebook group, though. So if you're interested in joining, first join the Facebook group, of course. There are a lot of fun guys in there, Roger, and of course Eric and everybody else. A very good group. Oh, thanks, Lance. Yeah, support the channel, smash the like button if you would like. Hey Siri, how much time is left on the timer?
The timer has about 13 minutes left.
All right, 13 minutes left. All right, let's do this. 19,000 now. That's not bad. Let's go back in. Let's see what we can do. Who knows? Maybe I can have a really excellent run and really put some points on the board. I need the secret is you got to get to those extra levels, right? You got to get to the second level and then actually do something besides fall. Like that. Oh. So that's the hard thing about these pinball games. Sometimes you can really go on a run, and sometimes your run gets cut so short that, you know, like it's just a wash. See? Oh. Yeah, I don't know exactly how he does the scoring either. There's like a point system, like kind of like a Grand Prix, where you can, you know, you go in and put in your score, and then you can get points based on your placement. I think it's like first, second, third place, maybe down to fourth. Get you some Grand Prix points. So if there's a game that you're really not great at, but you get like, you know, 1 or 2 points, you know, you can pick it up in the end on a real game that you're really, really good at, and then really crush it, and then, you know, make up your points. You just hope that your opponent isn't also as good at the game. Oh, I wonder what those doggies do. Nothing. Another good question from Lance: is the points challenge only for the Evercade handhold, or can the VS be used? You can use either one. You can use either the handheld or the VS. And I just so happen to be playing right now on the VS, as Chris just said. So thanks, Chris. And he says, hey, and thanks. So let's go back in. Let's go in another run. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out with me, because this is pretty cool. Not as wild and as crazy as the other days that we just did through this time traveling live stream. But I gotta say, I thought, you know, that, hey, you know what? It's been a crazy week. I don't know. I wasn't able to actually get all the other content out that I wanted to this week. Of course, you know, trying to do the Monday through Friday thing. But that was, I gotta say, that was pretty epic, having everybody here, being able to do Wednesday's game, and then Thursday's game right after that, having everybody just hanging in with me. That was so cool. That was so cool. I actually might plan on doing it like maybe once a month or whatever, just doing it anyway. Like don't even do any content, and then just come back and do a time travel live stream, and then break it up, and then put the vids out after, because that was epic. And thanks again to the Atari Creep. That was a choice pick. That Maneater game for Question Mark Wednesday, where you're running around as a shark. That thing is crazy. That was absolutely insane. So I seem to have lost my luster here for this game. But I'm in it to win it. I am committed to finishing, because you never know. Sometimes you can get that edge. You know, in the final moments, you're like, oh man, time's running out. You know, I got to really buckle down, and all of a sudden you put up a huge score for no reason. Oh. All right, so we got the save. Of course, you don't get to save when it falls. But at least we're back up into the thousands. Last couple games were pretty gnarly. Ugh. Man, this is rough. So how's everybody's holidays been? You guys doing all right? You guys have been hanging out got to see some family. I hope. We had a really good time here. It was really good to see the fam and have them all hanging out. Of course, we're going to talk about a little bit more about that tomorrow on the Evercast, which is returning tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be me and Pete and Crow and Ed, Retro KillDashNine. So that's going to be a really rocking good time. Lynn says, for some reason, pinball is almost like Astra Smash for me. Can get some solid games going, then everything falls out fast. Yes. Indeed. Trooper says, I just sat around and played some games. That is a good time, my friend. I wish I had the time to do that like throughout the entire holiday. My gaming time during that week was relegated to doing all of the content for the shows, which is not bad. But I am a busy dad and a busy, I guess, IT representative / dude who does the work in the ITs. That is my day job, and I didn't get a full break this year. I didn't choose to take any vacation time, so I had to go to the site for 3 days during the week. But it did, allow me time to, go home for lunch and that kind of thing, and do that kind of stuff. So, yeah, get some playing in when you're doing your vids. It's always a good time. Of course I gotta go the wrong way. 3200 is not so bad though. Oh no. Let's do it. Oh man, that is rough. That is a rough showing. I'm really thinking that 19 grand from that previous run is probably going to be the one that sticks, unless a miracle happens. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I wonder how everyone else is going to do, or if anyone else is going to do a vid in doing that. A lot of the fans are just that. I mean, they don't have any like they don't have a YouTube channel or any of that. They just put their scores up right in the forum there. But this is pretty cool. Oh no. All right. So yeah, that 19,350 is likely going to be the top. Let me just check again. Hey Siri, how much time is left on the timer?
The timer has about 4 minutes and 49 seconds
left.
Left.
We definitely have time for another run, or probably two the way I'm playing. So let's get in here and do some more. Nope, gotta hit the enter key. Oh. Ah. What a crazy run this is. You ever have a pinball game where you're like, you have like the worst time and you're just you waste the first like 3 or 4 balls and you're just like, oh, the heck of this run. This is just like a nightmare for me. And then all of a sudden, the last ball, you have like an epic run. You get like 20,000 points or 200,000 points or something like that. And then you're like, oh, okay, cool. It's going so great. And then you finally lose the ball and you're like, oh, well, there's going to be another one. And then you wind up finding out it's like your last ball. And you're like, oh, what have I done? All right. Oh. Wonder if the Atari Creep still playing Centipede Recharged. That's a pretty good game. Anyone that missed it on the live stream, we're going to get the opportunity to see that in replay for sure. Because I'm going to cut down this entire stream as is, and then put up the videos as if they were going to be actual videos that came out during the week. But of course, you know, you guys can always revisit this live stream as well to see all of the action and crazy fun as it was happening for the entire duration. Yeah, these runs are not cutting it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, there it is. All right, so I think this is probably going to be the last run, right? It's got to be close to that 22-minute mark. It's got to be. Hey Siri, how much time is left on the timer? No? All right, cool. Thanks. Thanks, watch. Hey Siri, how much time is left on the timer?
The timer has about 49 seconds to go.
All right, 49 seconds. That is definitely it. There we go. At least I got the bumpers. All right, that saves me there. Oh, doesn't save me from that though. Alrighty. Come on. Game over. Yeah, we'll go back in one more time until it actually goes off. This is the good send off. Now watch. This will be the one where I don't. Oh, that's it. It is done. It is finished. It is over. All right. So, as I just let this thing fall, I'm gonna let the things. I'm gonna let the. Just gonna not even do anything and let it fall. That's so I can get to the score. I think it was 1930 or something like that. 19130. 19530. All right, man. The game playing itself with me not even hitting a button got a better score than some of my runs. That's hilarious. Boom, boom. All right, game over. So, 19,350. 19,350 is the final score in the score challenge. So let's kick it back to the wrap up. We talk about some of this, some more, and then get to getting on this. All right, guys. So that was it. Like we said, 19,000. Was it 530? Something like that. It was there. You saw it on the screen. 19,530 or something like that. So that was it. We completed the challenge. But in the grand scheme of things, we'll throw a little fun for five action in here. Was the fun found in Intellivision Pinball? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Indeed, the fun was found. Because of course, you know, it's one of those classic pinball games. After playing it for a little bit, do I say where I would give a certified good times to video pinball on its own? Would I give this one a certified good times? No, I would still give it just a yes, the fun was found, because indeed the fun is found and can be found in this one, but my heart will always belong to video pinball on the 2600 because that's what I grew up with, right? So that's a good one. It's a good one. So that was cool. We did the score challenge inside of the show, which is also awesome. And that is very, very cool. But our time traveling companions that are in the chat, our time might not be over, but the time for this particular vid might indeed be over. So I want to thank I want to thank everyone for participating. Trooper, good night, everyone. Had a great time. Fun found. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys return again to the channel. Watch some of our other stuff. We got all sorts of loads of videos on the channel. And of course, on all of our live streams. Hop on in. We'll be back live tomorrow morning as of 11 a.m. EST for the Evercast. So don't forget that, which is awesome. Video pinball for the win, says Atari Creep. Yes. Yes. He knows. He knows all about it. I mean, come on. It's called the Atari Creep. Like, how would he not know? Ian Hobby says, was a blast. Yes. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for hanging in. There's going to be a little bit of a bonus session because I don't know if I'm quite done yet. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, thank you, everyone, for coming in, watching, and having a great time with me. But until next time, for all you viewers that are viewing this on the playback, on the replay, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we'll see you later. All right. Take it easy, guys.
RTFC.baconicecream.com